Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, nothing works out? Like life keeps knocking you down over and over until you just don't want to try anymore? I get it. But what if I told you this isn't the end of your story? What if you've been stuck in disappointment for so long that you've started to believe it's just who you are? It's not. And today, we're going to break free from this cycle together. Disappointment is not just sadness. It's the feeling of being let down by life itself. It makes you feel powerless, like you have no control over what happens next. It convinces you that if you try again, you'll just get hurt. Over time, your mind stops believing in possibilities. You begin to assume nothing will ever work out. You stop trying to protect yourself from future pain. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Gently close your eyes. Understand this truth. Holding on to disappointment is a form of self-sabotage. Why? Because every time you choose not to try, you prove your own doubts right. And that's how people get stuck. Not because they aren't capable, but because they've stopped believing in their own ability to win. But disappointment is not your identity. It is a temporary, painful, and frustrating experience. And right now, we're going to break its hold on you. Let's begin to shift. This is how you can break free from the cycle of disappointment. Next time, disappointment tries to convince you to give up, try this. 1. Question the why bother mindset. When disappointment builds up, it creates a false belief. If I fail again, I won't survive it. I'm just not meant for success. It's better to quit than to keep getting hurt. But is that really true? Try this. Write down the worst case scenario if you try again. Now write down the best case scenario. What happens if it works? Ask yourself, which one do I want to be right about? Disappointment is not a prediction. It's just a past experience.
2. Separate the event from your identity. Many people say, I am a failure, instead of, that situation didn't work out. This is how disappointment turns into self-sabotage by making failure personal. Try this. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, that didn't work out, but I learned from it. Instead of saying, I'm unlucky, say, I'm still in the process of getting where I need to be. Instead of saying, what's the point? Say, I refuse to let disappointment define me. Failure is something you experience. It is not who you are. 3. Rebuild trust with yourself. Every time you let disappointment stop you, your self-trust weakens. The only way to rebuild it? Keep showing up, even when it's hard. Try this. Choose one small thing you can commit to today. Follow through, not for the result, but to prove to yourself that you keep your word. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Winning doesn't start with results. It starts with trusting yourself enough to keep trying. Did you know that Walt Disney was fired from his first job at a newspaper because they told him he lacked imagination? He started multiple businesses that failed. One even went bankrupt. He was turned down 300 times when he tried to get financing for Disneyland. Studios rejected Mickey Mouse, saying it would never work. But Walt Disney refused to let disappointment define him. He didn't stop. He adapted. He kept going. Today, Disney is one of the most successful brands in the world. What if he had let rejection stop him? What if he had believed the voices telling him he wasn't good enough? What if he had quit too soon? Now ask yourself the same question. What if your breakthrough is waiting just beyond your last disappointment? 4. Focus on the future, not the past. Holding on to disappointment keeps your mind trapped in old failures. You cannot create a new future while obsessing over an old one. Try this. When your mind replays past disappointments, say, "That was then, this is now." When you feel afraid to try again, say, "Every past attempt taught me something. I'm wiser now." Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask, "What's the next right move?" You are not your past failures. You are your next decision. Say to yourself, "I am not my past disappointments. They do not define me. I am not my past disappointments. They do not define me. Every attempt makes me stronger, wiser, and more prepared for success. Every attempt makes me stronger, wiser, and more prepared for success. I refuse to let fear of failure keep me from trying again. I refuse to let fear of failure keep me from trying again. My story is not over. I am still writing it. My story is not over. I am still writing it." You are not a quitter. Keep going. Your future is depending on you to keep showing up.
Now, let go of the weight of old disappointments. Make a decision to put them down and move forward. Disappointment is not the end of your story. Your past is not your future unless you let it be. You are capable. You are resilient. You are not done yet. As you pick yourself up once more, dust your feet and keep going. Never make it an option to give up on your dreams. Breathe in all the strength and encouragement you need right now to keep trying. Gently open your eyes. Stay in this moment for a while. Allow yourself to be re-energized and strengthened for your next opportunity. Your journey matters, and I'm so grateful you're here. Drop a comment below and share how this content is helping to flip your mind switch. Subscribe and be notified for more impactful meditative mindset shifts.